Hey guys, good morning. Welcome back to the channel. We've got 2 books to box up that sold, and then we're going to go hit that book sale again and see if they've restocked. We've been actively working on getting those books listed. This was not one of them. We bought this at a different book sale maybe. I'm not sure. But we sold it on Facebook Marketplace for $7 plus the cost of shipping. Next is Where the Crawdads Sing by Delia Owens. I know I said on the last video that these never last very long, and this one lasted about 5.5 minutes. I actually have another copy of this. I think I might try $6. I usually list for $5. And yeah, if there's any more today, I'll snatch them up. Day number 2 of the book sale. And it didn't disappoint, although we did not buy as many books as we did yesterday. We only bought 1 bag. Some of them are keepers for myself, and some of them are sellers. The Book Woman of Troublesome Creek I already read, and it was really, really good. It's a newer book, I'm pretty sure. I have every intention of selling it either way. 2019. So like I said, I'm pretty sure it was a newer book. I should be able to get $5 out of that. Possibly free shipping, possibly not. Exorcist, I'm keeping for the moment. May or may not be able to get to it. Are you paying attention, Mew? Charlotte's into it. May or may not get to it this year. I would love to read it before Halloween, but we're running out of time. Also a seller. I already have one listed, I'm pretty sure. Anne Rice isn't moving like it used to, so I need to stop grabbing them, even though it's really hard. Ellen Hildebrand, 28 Summers. This is one of my favorite books of all time. And I just recently read the little novella that she wrote after this book that kind of wrapped up all the characters. It's called The Sixth Wedding. It's really good. I should have absolutely no problem getting $6 plus shipping out of that one. Educated. I really don't know much about this one. I should be able to get $5 for it. It's a 2018. I see a lot of people talking about it, although I didn't realize that the cover was... And which sucks because they had like 2 other copies of this book. I probably could have switched this one out. We'll see what happens with that one. This is a personal keep for the moment. I've read one of her books. I was just talking to a friend of mine who is also like a total book nerd. That it's kind of like a shot in the dark because I've heard good things about other books that she's written, but it's kind of like, it's going to be sucky if I just happen to get the one book of hers that I liked and the rest of them I'm like, meh, because I own like 5 or 6 of her books. The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo, I've read it. It was really, really good. So this one's just going to be sold off. I don't know what I'm doing with this one yet. I may read it. I've seen the movie quite a few times, so maybe it's just not something I need to read. It might just get sold because my pile of read is a little bit ridiculous. Interview with the Vampire. It's something that I want to read, but I have a vintage copy as well, so I'm not sure if I'm going to sell this one or sell the vintage copy. One of them will get sold. Verity by Colleen Hoover. I'm going to have zero hard time with selling this. I have another copy. Whichever one is in better condition, I'll sell, and I'll keep and read the other one. This I just thought was really interesting. I had Rich look it up. It's a hardcover R.L. Stine book. Superstitious. I don't know. Rich looked it up. He said they're going for about $8. Worth it considering we paid $5 for all of them. This is an audio book. I have never even heard of Stationary Bike, so there's that. I have not looked it up. I may listen to it in the truck before I sell it. I don't know yet. This is a personal. You can tell it's like spooky season reading for me. This is just funny. The Curious Lives of Human Cadavers. Cadavers. That's mine. Also, May God Have Mercy. It's about murder. Also, mine. Ready Player One. I have a copy of this. I do intend on reading. Whichever one is in better condition, I'll sell. I'll keep the other one to read it. We've got The Stand. They had to have like somewhat restocked, because there's no way that we missed this many Stephen King books yesterday. This one's a seller. This one's a seller. This one's a seller. This one's a keeper. I just like this author. Again, though, I've only read this one by her, The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. But I've heard really good things about other books that she's wrote, so I took a chance. I'm keeping that one for now. Already read Hillbilly Elegy. It's really good, and there is a movie on Netflix, so this one is just going to get sold. The Outsider, sold. This one I'm keeping to read. Also keeping it to read. I have a like mild obsession with the Kennedy family. They fascinate me. I don't know what it is about the Kennedys, but they freaking fascinate me. That is a seller, and this is just like, it's a box set. I had Rich look it up. They were being sold right around $20 to $35, depending on condition. So I grabbed it to also sell. Not too bad considering we paid $5 for everything. I think we, again, did really, really good. I'm excited to get into some of this stuff. And I think I might just listen to that in the truck while we're doing errands and all that before I decide to sell it. Eventually it'll get sold, though. Dude, I haven't even gotten, like, that's not even all of the Stephen King books we got from the book sales. That's insane. I've already listed a couple, Rich has already listed a couple, and I still have a bag to unload. I did, however, already sold The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo for $5 plus the cost of shipping on Facebook Marketplace. The pile's dwindling. I am getting stuff listed. Whew, one out of here. This pays for the entire lot. Well, I mean, there's fees involved. But I paid $5 for the bag of books. I sold this for $5 plus shipping. We're still going on the books, getting stuff listed. I'm going to be honest, today's getting more and more frustrating by the minute. We've been listing like crazy since yesterday, trying to get all these books listed. And, yeah, nothing is selling. Except I sold this book twice. Yeah, for those who don't know, I cross-post all my listings from eBay to Etsy to Facebook Marketplace and sometimes Mercari. Well, overnight this sold on eBay, and it also sold on Facebook Marketplace for $10 plus the cost of shipping. So what do I do? I'm setting this one on eBay because I'm already like in eBay jail right now. Things have just not been selling. My standards have dropped. I don't get it. I list on eBay every single day. I have 725 listings. This is the first thing that has sold in a week. So, riddle me that. I do have another copy of this book, but it was my copy that I wanted to keep and read. So I messaged the person who bought it on Facebook Marketplace and told her that if she is okay with it, I'll just send her my copy. So I'll still make the $10 on this book on eBay and $10 on my book on Facebook Marketplace, but she hasn't messaged me back yet. So I'm going to get this ready to go out, and we sold one other thing. I'm still sorting and listing the drip glaze that we got from Alexis's grandparents' house. I love this stuff. I'm definitely going to keep, I'm going to look at this stuff now from now on when I see it out in the wild. The McCoy and the Hall stuff seems to be selling pretty quick. Not for like a ton of money. This that I sold for $10, but I listed it this morning. And the reason I listed it as cheaply as I did is right there. It's super, super tiny and hard to see, but you can feel it with your finger. Maybe we'll see it from the outside. You see that? There's like a very, very small chip in the rim. So I sold this set on Facebook Marketplace for $10 plus cost of shipping. If there was not a chip, it probably would have been a $20 set. And the day just keeps getting more freaking frustrating. At this point, I'm ready to go buy more books just to soothe myself. Calm down. This I listed this morning as well. I was super excited when I seen the notification on my phone right there that I had a new Facebook Marketplace order. I was like, sweet, I just listed that for $25. But somehow it sold for $10. So riddle me that. This is, okay, the first time that happened, I think I thought it was my mistake. I listed a glass Santa like candy dish, and I listed it for $15, and it sold for $1. $1. And I was like, oh man, I must have not hit the 5 when I was doing the listing, it sold for $1. Oh well, it's my bad. I shipped it out anyway. This, how did I miss a number? I listed it for $25. 2 and a 5. How did it sell for $10? 1 0. Anybody? Is anybody else having this problem with Facebook? This is the second time in like a week that this has happened. And I don't think that it was my mistake this time. I really don't. It could have been, it's just, I really don't think it was. So this just sold on Facebook Marketplace for $10 plus the cost of shipping. And even though I don't know whose mistake it was, I'm shipping it out anyway. I think I bought it for $4. So I'm making like a very, very small profit, which is great when your bills are due in like a couple of days. I'm just going to take a deep breath and move on. The funny thing is, I've been listing all these new books and selling all the old books, which I'm okay with. This stuff's been sitting for a long time. Sold Black House by Stephen King and Peter Straub in paperback for $5 plus cost of shipping on Facebook Marketplace, and I've got at least 2 other copies of this laying around that I can now get listed. I think I have 3 copies of this now that I'm looking at my shelf that I can get listed now that I can send this one on its way. Next on Facebook Marketplace, we sold American Dirt by Janine Cummins. Janine? I think I got that right. I heard this is a really good book, but I haven't read it yet. I actually have a copy that I have put aside that I do plan on reading, so once I do, I will update you on what I think. Now jumping over to Etsy, sold Hearts in Atlantis for $8 plus the cost of shipping. Rose Madder, another one I've yet to read, but heard it was really good. Sold it on Etsy for $10 plus cost of shipping, and I do have another like 2 or 3 copies of this that I can get listed. And for the last sale, we have a non-book sale. These are Myrtle wood vintage candlestick holders. I'm pretty sure I got these in like auction lot leftovers, but they've been listed for probably a year and a half. Finally sold on Etsy for $10 plus cost of shipping, so at this point I may have lost money on them, which is why I've been taking stuff off of line that isn't selling and either getting rid of it or putting tags on it for the antique booth. On that note, that pretty much wraps this video up, and we will see you on the next. Bye!